After completing the 4-night, 5-day in Kochi, India, we took a 4-hour flight on Jet Airways and arrived at Dubai Airport. It was our first time in Dubai, so I took a picture of the sand dunes during takeoff. We're excited because it was our first time seeing the desert. We took a taxi from Dubai Airport, which took about 10 minutes, to 4 Points by Sheraton Bur Dubai. We booked this hotel using Marriott points, so we expected only basic accommodations. We had a good experience with local tours at the hotel in Kochi, so we decided to book a tour at this hotel in Dubai as well, but it felt very commercial. First, we took a taxi from the hotel and went to the famous Dubai Mall, which was about a 10-minute drive. I had heard it was the size of 10 soccer fields, and were overwhelmed by its vastness. It was so large that it was hard to see everything. There is the Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo in the Dubai Mall, one of the largest indoor aquariums in the world. I bought macarons from a macaron shop for my child. After visiting the Apple store inside the mall, you can step out to a spot where you can see the Dubai Fountain and the Burj Khalifa. Many tourists take pictures of the Dubai Fountain and Burj Khalifa before the show starts. As it gets dark and the buildings light up, you can enjoy another spectacular sight. Burj Khalifa changes to various colors over time. Finally, the fountain show begins, offering a spectacular sight accompanied by magnificent music. After enjoying the fountain show at Dubai Mall, we took a short 12-minute taxi ride to Al Fana restaurant in Dubai Festival City Mall. I chose this spot while searching for a place to experience traditional Middle Eastern cuisine. The entrance and interior were beautifully designed, offering an authentic and inviting atmosphere. We were seated at an outdoor table with a lovely view. Since it was one of our first experiences trying Middle Eastern food, we asked the waiter for recommendations and placed our order. While waiting, we enjoyed sipping on black tea and snacking on chickpeas. The waiter served us a selection of mixed appetizers, koftat samak, sambusa, and grilled squid, makbuz da'i, chicken cooked with yellow rice, and asadat babar, pumpkin pudding. While the appetizers were decent, the yellow rice and pumpkin pudding weren't to our taste. The menu offered a wide variety, and in hindsight, I think ordering vegetables, fish, or curries might have been a better choice. This was our first time trying Middle Eastern cuisine, but we found the food to be dry and not very flavorful, which gave us the mistaken impression that dishes from desert regions are less developed. When traveling abroad, I've realized it's important to choose dishes that align with our taste preferences, even if there are many options to explore. This restaurant offers a stunning outdoor view, friendly staff, and a fantastic atmosphere. I chose it to try traditional Middle Eastern food, and to my surprise, I discovered you can also enjoy the Imagine show right outside the restaurant. The Imagine show is a breathtaking multimedia performance that combines water, light, fire, and lasers, all set to music and projected onto the waterfront. The shows usually take place in the evening, and the schedule can be found on the mall's website. It was a truly worthwhile experience and a memorable addition to the evening. In the UAE, it's said that about 88% of the population consists of foreigners, making it a true melting pot of cultures. Wherever we went, we saw people from all over the world, creating a lively and diverse atmosphere. What fascinated me the most was spotting locals in their traditional Islamic attire, such as the elegant kandura and abaya. The sight was so captivating that I couldn't resist taking a few pictures to remember the experience. On the second day, we traveled to Abu Dhabi. From the financial center metro station near our hotel, we took a 30-minute ride to Ibn Battuta metro station. At the nearby Ibn Battuta bus station, we purchased tickets for Abu Dhabi. With some time before departure, we explored the Ibn Battuta Mall located right next. For lunch, we grabbed some Asian food at the food court. Reflecting Dubai's diverse population, the food court offered a wide variety of Southeast Asian cuisines. The taste was decent. From Ibn Battuta bus station, take a bus to Abu Dhabi and ride for about 1 hour and 45 minutes to Abu Dhabi Central Bus Station. As expected from a capital city, Abu Dhabi has many tall buildings. You can see Al Bahar Towers before arriving at Central Bus Station. We took a 15-minute taxi ride from Ibn Battuta bus station to the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. Visiting Abu Dhabi to see this iconic mosque was a highlight of our trip, and it was bustling with both tourists and locals. It was our first time visiting a mosque, and they provided free clothing for women at the entrance. The mosque was breathtakingly grand, enormous, and stunning. Every photo turned out beautifully, whether taken inside or outside. The scale and magnificence of the UAE were evident in the design and architecture of the mosque. The experience was even more remarkable on a sunny day, especially when capturing photos from this particular angle. I took so many pictures of my son in the magnificent mosque, as it was his first time seeing such a place, that he eventually got a bit annoyed and asked me to stop. I remember having to remove our shoes before entering the mosque, and the carpet felt slightly damp with a noticeable odor. The lighting and intricate wall decorations were incredibly ornate and captivating. After returning from Abu Dhabi, we took some time to relax at the hotel pool. My son, who is on the swim team, takes every opportunity to swim wherever there's a pool, no matter where we are in the world. I recommend keeping your travel schedule flexible, focus on a few key activities you want to experience, and leave plenty of free time for relaxation. On the third day, we went to the Arabian Tea House restaurant and cafe, which is just 15 minutes from the hotel. During our taxi rides in Dubai, we noticed that most of the drivers were Indian or Pakistani. They had come to Dubai in search of work and seemed content with their lives. They mentioned that UAE nationals are wealthy, and most of the work in the country is done by foreigners. We came here expecting to enjoy traditional food, but the interior was very unique, and the atmosphere was lovely. I ordered flower tea, and my son ordered a smoothie. He also enjoyed the restaurant's bright and lively atmosphere. Each of these Arabic breakfast dishes was incredibly delicious. Highly recommended. We don't eat kebab that much, but this kebab was okay, and flavorful. I definitely recommend experiencing the atmosphere of this restaurant. It was our first time visiting a desert country, so we asked the hotel for recommendations and booked for a desert tour. The hotel suggested a company called Ocean Air Travels, and we chose their Dubai Desert Safari package, which included hotel pickup, dune bashing, camel ride, and dinner. They picked us up in the afternoon, and I recall the cost being less than $100 per person. We're excited about the idea of driving through the desert in an SUV. Finally, our family had the SUV to ourselves, and the driver sped across the desert with skill and enthusiasm. The ride felt like a thrilling amusement park experience, with the car dynamically shaking over the dunes, leaving us screaming and laughing. It was truly an unforgettable adventure that can only be experienced in the heart of the desert. For reference, most desert tours don't take you deep into the desert. Instead, many companies operate in designated areas specifically for tourists. You'll see numerous vehicles from various tour operators in the same spot. As a result, you won't experience the vast, untouched desert, but rather a more controlled environment focused on activities like dune bashing and other attractions. While it's still fun, it felt quite commercialized due to its popularity. After the dune bashing, we headed to a site for dinner. The area was bustling with tourists, and we had the chance to take a short camel ride nearby. It was our first time riding a camel, so I felt both excited and a little nervous. But the initially uneasy ride turned out to be a fun and memorable experience. The dinner venue was arranged in a traditional style, with various attractions to enjoy. While waiting for dinner, people could try on Arabic costumes and take photos, as well as enjoy snacks and drinks. The area was bustling with other tourists. Although it felt somewhat commercialized, we still enjoyed our time there, capturing memorable photos and soaking in the experience without feeling dissatisfied. You can also purchase food and enjoy it at a makeshift table set up in the center while waiting. In the evening, many tourists lined up to enjoy the buffet-style dinner. Although the crowd made it a bit uncomfortable, we viewed it as part of the overall experience. Finally, the show began, featuring traditional performances such as fire shows and belly dancing. While entertaining, they weren't particularly impressive. This is the Dubai frame, which we saw on our way back to our accommodation after the tour. It looked incredibly massive up close. As we took a taxi and drove through downtown Dubai, the sheer size of every building and road made us feel like we were in a movie. Dubai has been prominently featured in the media for a long time, so we had always wanted to visit. When planning a trip to Cochin, India, we thought it would be a great opportunity to stop by Dubai during transit. With only 3 nights and 4 days, it was a brief visit, and we felt disappointed that we didn't get to experience much of the traditional local lifestyle. At Dubai Mall, we found a vast array of luxury items, showcasing some of the most expensive products from around the world. However, we didn't feel there was anything uniquely worth buying in Dubai. The restaurants offered a wide variety of cuisines, but they were so modernized that they felt familiar, lacking a distinctive cultural touch. Aside from being large and pristine, the mall left me with an impression of a highly commercialized space. The city's architecture was massive, but its scale didn't strike us as particularly beautiful or awe-inspiring. As a tourist, we would have liked to see more about the daily lives of the people who live there. Perhaps because we weren't deeply familiar with Middle Eastern and Arab culture, it wasn't easy to connect with or encounter it. Even so, we thoroughly enjoyed the healthy and delicious Arabic breakfast and was captivated by the artistic and spiritual atmosphere of the mosque, Abu Dhabi, which was undoubtedly the highlight of our visit. While in Dubai, we couldn't help but notice the incredible financial power of UAE nationals and the heavy reliance on foreign workers to handle much of the labor, contributing to a sense of commercialization. It made us wonder who this city is truly designed for and what aspects of their culture tourists are meant to experience. However, for those who enjoy shopping, Dubai is undoubtedly a paradise, offering some of the finest items you won't find anywhere else.